everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kai Styles. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. So this is going to be the first installment of a series that I'd like to do called Is It a Dupe? And we're going to test out affordable makeup products against high-end products and see if they're similar or work the same. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kai. I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I do different product reviews and tutorials here on YouTube. I also do live makeup videos over on Facebook, and you can check me out over on Instagram at stylesby_Kyle. If you like videos like these, make sure that you hit that subscribe button below and also hit the bell for notifications so that you can get notified when I post new content. Alright, so let's get into this. So for our first dupe video, we are going to be testing out the NARS Orgasm Blush, which is a cult favorite, and it's very popular in the makeup community. NARS's website says that it's the #1 selling blush in America. That was according to a report from 2019. So I don't know if it's still currently the #1 selling blush, but it has been in the past and has had a long running as a very popular blush. And what we're going to be comparing to it is going to be the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. We'll have to see how similar they look, but this is supposedly a very affordable dupe for the NARS blush. The NARS blush retails for $30 on the NARS website, whereas the Milani blush retails for $7.99. With the NARS blush, you are getting 0.16 ounces, and with the Milani blush, you're getting 0.12 ounces. So you're getting 25% less product with this, but the price is significantly lower for this product. Alright, so let's go ahead and bust these out of the packaging. Okay, so this is what the NARS packaging looks like out of the box, and I love NARS packaging. I'm familiar with their products. I've used a lot of them in the past. I've never actually personally used the NARS Orgasm Blush on myself, but I have used it on clients in the past. But I just love the matte black packaging. Everything is very super streamlined and simple. The packaging is very elegant and quality looking. The NARS website describes this blush as a peachy pink with a golden shimmer, which I would say that probably describes that pretty well. It's got that peachy pink tone. Try to hold it under a light here and kind of get some of that reflectivity off of it. And then we'll open up the Milani blush. Get a good look at that one. Alrighty, just looking at these side by side, the NARS Orgasm Blush looks much more pink in the pan, whereas the Milani Blush looks a lot more peach. Now, sometimes products look different on the face than they do in the pan, so just because these look very different in the pan doesn't mean that they're going to look different on the face, but I think that that color difference looks pretty significant. I mean, that's very, very pink, and this is very, very peach. Okay, so I have a couple of blush brushes here, and I tried to pick two that were similar texture and density and size and shape. So they're just two angled brushes. They're both synthetic bristles, and they have about the same density to them. This one is a Morphe brush from their Lisa Frank collection, and this one is a BH Cosmetics brush from their Crystal Zodiac collection. We're going to start out with the NARS Orgasm Blush, and we're going to do this one on the right side here, and I'm going to use the Morphe brush for that. The NARS website, it says that it's buildable, blendable, and indispensable. It's a cult favorite. It says it's weightless, natural looking, and a super fine silky powder, and it is paraben free. This definitely has a lot of shimmer in it. You can see the radiance on the cheek there. I don't know if you guys could see that real well as I was applying it, but it kind of helps to highlight the cheek, that golden shimmer in there. It's almost like applying a blush and a highlight in one. I'm going to go ahead and now layer this up because it says that it is buildable. It is a really pretty color, and it says that it's good for all skin tones. First thoughts on this blush, it is a really pretty color, and I do like the shimmer in it. The only problem I'm having with it is that the shimmer really brings out the texture in my skin. It feels like the shimmer that's in it adheres to the texture almost and really like brings it out. Here, I'm gonna adjust this light and bring it close up in, because I really want you guys to see the texture of my skin and how it's really bringing out all the little like bumpy parts of my face. So I don't really care for that, but it does, I mean, it's like a highlight and a blush in one. It's a very pretty color, but I'm not real crazy about that. I may want to, in the future, if I'm going to use this blush, use a more of a smoothing primer. For anybody that has textured skin, I would not recommend this blush just because it really does bring out the texture in the skin. I want to layer this up one more time just to see if I can get a little bit more pigment out of it and see if it builds up well or starts to look cakey. This is definitely a buildable blush and it builds up nicely, but again, I'm really having an issue with the texture in the skin, and especially like on the front of my cheek here. It just makes everything stand out and it makes it look really uneven and not smooth. I'm going to take a little bit of this through the high point of my face over here, because I normally would with my blush. I'm going to try to do this on one side of my face and just try to compare the two. Now we're going to pop over into our Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This one on their website says that it is a richly pigmented, highly buildable, natural and radiant finish. This one is also cruelty-free and vegan-friendly. Woo! First, right away, a lot more kickback off of that blush. Definitely a lot more peachy tone on the brush there. This one does not have a mirror in it, which I like to have mirrors in my products, so I guess that's something that you pay a little bit more for with the NARS one, is that they include a mirror in their packaging, which that little piece of mirror probably cost them 2 cents, so I don't know why companies don't just put mirrors in everything, but you know, we're not here to talk about mirrors, we're here to talk about blush. So I'm using the mirror out of the NARS blush, but I'm applying the Milani blush so that you don't get confused. Let's see if I can hold this. There we go. I'll hold that in front of it so that you don't get confused there about what blush I'm using. Okay, so again, we're gonna just apply this little upward fashion here. This is definitely very pigmented. I feel like this one has more of that radiant effect to it than the NARS one has. But I would say, like, if you're looking for that glowy finish in a blush, these are very similar. This one is a lot glowier, I would say, and this one actually doesn't seem to bring out the texture of my skin as bad as the NARS one. Let me layer this up a little bit, and you can see the color difference. This one is definitely a little bit more pink, whereas this one is very peach, but Milani does have 11 shades in this blush, and they may have one that is a little bit more pink and closer to the color of the NARS blush. Okay, so as I'm building up this side, it does seem to be bringing out a little bit more of that texture like the other side did. I'm going to go ahead and take this through the high points of my face here, and then we'll take a look at them side by side. Okay, I'm going to get up close and let you look at the Milani blush. I'm going to move my light in here so you guys can really see the finish on it. I do feel like this one also does kind of bring out the texture of your skin. With any kind of like highlighting product, that's going to happen more often than not. I have found very few highlighters that will apply beautifully and not show the texture of your skin, but most products that have that shimmer in them that are meant to go on your face are going to accentuate any kind of like pores or fine lines that you might have in your face. I probably wouldn't recommend either of these blushes for somebody that struggles with texture in their skin. If you don't though, they are very beautiful blushes. I do like that really radiant effect that they give you, but comparing them side by side here, this one's more glowy. This one looks a little bit more natural, which I honestly prefer. However, this one really accentuates the texture of your skin. I mean, I feel like I can see every divot, every pore, every raised spot on my face. This one blurs a little bit more, like has a little bit finer texture, I think, and so it sits a little bit better on the skin. And on camera, I feel like it actually looks really beautiful. But in person, I can still see some of that texture. If I was gonna wear one of these blushes, honestly, it would be the Milani one. I think that it looks better on the skin. I like the really radiant finish it gives. If you don't love that really radiant finish, then obviously you might prefer the NARS a little bit more. They're both really beautiful blushes. Is it a dupe? Yeah, absolutely. I think they're very, very close. And like I said, there's 11 colors in this one. I think there's like 30 something shades of the NARS blush. So if you like prefer this shade of the NARS blush, I'm sure that one of the 11 Milani shades will probably be more similar to this. This one is a little bit more peach. I actually love that because I love a peach tone blush. I'm a sucker for a peach blush. I can't help it. I love it. I love it. But just purely based on the finish and how it looks on my face, I feel like this one was a lot more pigmented. I got the color payoff in the first application. I honestly, on a regular basis, might not even layer on that second application. I just wanted to see how it would build because we did with the NARS. But it just doesn't bring out as much of the texture of my skin, and I just think it's really beautiful. This one I just really feel like accentuates all of the pores and stuff in my skin. Alright, so what do you guys think? Do you think that the Milani Luminoso blush is a good dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush? And have you tried either of these, and what did you think about them? Let me know in the comments below. I hope that you found today's video entertaining or somewhat helpful. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do that, and also click that bell for notifications so that you can get notified when I post new content. Also, go check me out on Facebook under the name Kai Styles, and over on Instagram at stylesby_Kyle. And if you're into TikTok, you can check me out there at Kai_Styles. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and until I see you next time, remember to be true to yourselves, be kind to one another, and most importantly, be beautiful. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Have a fabulous day.